Hey, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for checking this out. Fever versus Sky WNBA game on ESPN. It'll be really interesting to see the ratings. Let's talk about it. First, the Sky, the Fever, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, they all lived up to this opportunity. It was an exciting game to watch. There was more nonsense also, which I already did a quick video on, which is where we get to the WNBA. The WNBA has once again failed. It is getting ridiculous. I'm going to leave a link to the video here because I just did a quick one about the foul by Carter on Clark, which was only called a common foul. Then they later on they ignored the nonsense from Angel Reese and didn't call anything. And it really has to stop. The WNBA is ruining a great opportunity. But the game itself overall was played was it was exciting. I won't say it's played well because the Fever still has a lot of problems. They get at like early on they're getting wide open looks and they're laying bricks. They're missing easy shots. Was it Wheeler that got the not Wheeler? I don't think it was. Oh man, I can't remember who it was though. I think it was Wallace. Was it was it no Wallace? Yeah, I think it was Wallace. I mean, she did make a great run up court after a basket that Clark got her a long pass to, which was great. It was an and one. But then I also think she blew a wide open layup. It amazes me how often the Fever miss layups. It's really got to stop. The end of the first quarter, no one wanted to take the shot. No one wanted to take the shot, and they didn't even get a shot off. It was very frustrating. Um, they struggle to handle Cardozo's size inside. Berger missing all three free throws when she got fouled on a three-point attempt, and then she gave up the easy layup at the other end. That almost came back to bite them. Uh, Defensively, they were a lot better. Defensively, they were a lot better. By the way, Clark became the second player in WNBA history to have 150 points, 50 assists, and 50 rebounds in her first 10 games. So that's cool. I slipped my mind now who the other player was, although oddly she did it over 2 seasons. She got hurt very early in her rookie year. I think played 3 games, and then so the numbers were combined with those 3 games, and then her first 7 games of her next season. But yeah, that was that was interesting. Look, Mitchell's got to go. I mean, I will say that about she is the most selfish player I think I've ever seen. Um, really just not good. And they still got their struggles. The fact that Clark's only taken 11 shots, that is not good. You've got Boston taking more shots and going 4 for 14. Clark didn't shoot great either, but 9 of her 11 shots were also threes. That's gonna lower your percentage, and she does not get many open looks. I mean, her teammates, especially again early in that game, wide open looks, and they just, I mean, they're ugly shots. And I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad, but like it's just, it's not a good team. There's a reason Clark was the number one pick. Mitchell was 6 of 16, 1 of 6 from three, took a terrible shot with that shot clock when they had the ball there at the end of the game what you thought might be their last possession if Chicago finished up with a final shot. They had 4 seconds on the shot clock. Clark passes it into Mitchell. Mitchell should have given it right back to Clark. Instead, she drives around the outside to the left and chucks up an air ball. I mean, she's just a really selfish player, and she's got to change her game and fit in, or she's got to bench her. I mean, that's you can't have that. But you've got Boston, Mitchell, and Smith all taking more shots than Caitlin Clark. By the way, Smith had a great game. I don't have a problem with her taking 12 shots. She also grabbed 9 boards. Boston also grabbed 8 boards, but you shouldn't have 3 other players taking more shots than Caitlin Clark is taking. That's got to change. That's got to change. And Clark overall had a good game, right? To go with her 11 points. She also had 8 rebounds and 6 assists. Should have had more assists, but teammates are still struggling with making layups. Reese had a solid game, 13 13 rebounds, I believe. But she's not an offensive player. 2 for 9 from the field. But it was a solid win for the Fever. You can still see they've got a lot of problems that hopefully they can clean up. I mean, defensively they were much better, but the league's failing. The league's got to do something. They've got to make changes because I mean that Carter is a great example. Caitlin's sitting there waiting for the inbounds play after a basket. Carter just walks up to her. It looked to me like she said, "You bitch," and then she just throws a blindside hockey check, and it's called a common off the ball foul. The referee's standing right there. My lord, in the NBA today, with the way they call things, they would have tossed the player and given him a 20-game suspension, especially if it was Draymond Green. But I just wanted to give some quick thoughts of the game. It was a great win for the Fever. Oh, the other thing I did want to say, I thought this was cool. I'm going to leave on a really positive note. And this, again, goes back to what I said about the WNBA blowing it with what they're allowing to happen on the court. It's a clown show. This was the fifth. I didn't fact check this. This is what I got from I think Rebecca Lobo said this. I like her. She's a good announcer. This is the Fever's fifth home game, and they have now, attendance wise, they have drawn more fans through 5 home games than they did in the entire 20 home games last season. That's the Caitlin Clark effect. WNBA, are you paying attention? You have a great opportunity. Stop messing with it. Thanks again for checking out this video. I will talk to you in the next one. Let me hear your thoughts below. See, I skipped a part. Let me hear your thoughts below on what you thought of the game, what you think of the way things are not being called with Caitlin Clark, whatever it may be. Let me hear it. And like and subscribe. I'll talk to you in the next video.